Guys, lovely to meet you. Captain America Civil War, what a great job you did.
Thank you so much.
So good.
Yeah.
It must be so nice when the reviews come out and everyone loves it.
Well, it's
I mean,
certainly
it
a
is,
relief, you know. I mean, look, these movies are made for a mass audience,
Yeah.
you know, and the Marvel fans are incredibly passionate fans. And they have a right to be because they've invested 10 years of their thoughts and hearts and emotions into the storytelling. So, you know, obviously the intent is never to want to disappoint them. But they don't speak with one voice. Everybody wants something different from these movies. So at the end of the day, we use our own internal metric to guide us through the process. We make the movie that we want to see, and then, you know, you hope that everybody else wants to see
Is
it.
there ever any kind of war between the two of you when it comes to making these films?
Civil War, yeah.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah, I mean, I think our process is very look, we have a highly collaborative process where we sort of work through all the issues in terms of what we're trying to do with the movie. And yeah, oftentimes we'll take opposite points of view about which way we should go. I always remember one time we had a director friend who was sitting behind us at the monitors while we were directing, and afterwards he said, "Oh, it's so strange." He goes, "The conversations that you guys have with each other at the monitors is like, it's the same conversation I have running in my own head, but it gets externalized because you guys are two people." So it's interesting, yeah. So, you know, I think every artist goes through a war of emotions and ideas in terms of what they're trying to do and what they want to see. And I think, you know, Joe and I externalize that process with each other. So.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall when you go to making a film. I'd love to. I have to talk about Spider-Man because the guy just steals the show. He is phenomenal. I love Tom Holland as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But I was torn over whether I wanted to know that he was in the film from seeing him in the trailer or whether I wished it was a surprise. So what was your decision behind
why we introduced him in the trailer? It's a good. I mean, look, I think for a while it was already kind of out there in the sense that like people know that he came to set. People know that we cast Tom Holland, so it was sort of in the ether. And I think we just wanted to give the audience a little. We were so excited about Spider-Man, and look you see only a few seconds of him in the trailer, and but we wanted to give audiences a taste. We were just so excited about the character.
What a great few seconds, though.
Yeah. And he is fantastic in the movie. He's such an exceptional young actor.
Is there plans to take him into Infinity War?
You know,
who knows? Anything's possible.
I'm sure everyone is asking you this. Everyone wants to know what's coming.
Well, look, we're quiet about Infinity War for two reasons. Number one is simply, look, as fans ourselves, we don't want to be too tipped off in terms of where the stories are going. But secondly, we're still working it out, to be frankly honest with you. We don't even have a first draft yet of the screenplay. We expect it very soon from Marcus and McFeely, so we're excited.
Do you guys have any input in that kind of?
Oh yeah, once we wrapped Civil War, back in September, we got into a room with Marcus and McFeely, and for months, we would spend half our day editing Civil War and half our day with them talking about story for Infinity War. So at least 7 months now we've been working through the story on Infinity War. Yeah.
That's your head is all over the place, I imagine, for that kind of thing.
It's a little crazy.
Yeah. I read somewhere that Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man wasn't originally meant to be in this Captain America film. So is it a very different kind of film that we're seeing from?
Definitely. I mean, we had originally sat down to talk about what Captain America 3 could be, and then early on in the process, we decided on the concept of Civil War. But obviously, you can't do Civil War without Robert Downey playing Iron Man. So then the job became to go talk to Robert about creatively what we had in mind for the movie, and it was not contractual for him to appear in the film, so he had to be creatively engaged and make a decision as to whether he wanted to be in the movie, and he did.
Yeah. You can't not love Robert Downey Jr. I think he's amazing. If you could see a fight between any two superheroes, because obviously we've had Batman v Superman, we've had Captain America and Iron Man in here. If you could see any other two superheroes, not necessarily just from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, who would you like to see go at it?
I'd like to see the Hulk fight Spider-Man.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, I was going to say, because, look, we have such an interesting relationship developing, a mentor-mentee relationship between Iron Man and Spider-Man, that it made me think, what if they went there, those two characters.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. Anthony said he would like to take on... who did he say? It was one of the girls.
Really?
We've got
Widow.
Storm.
Black Widow?
No, Storm. He wants to take on Storm. Sebastian wants to take on Wonder Woman. So I can see where those guys are going there. Great chat to you guys. Like I said,
Thank you.
everyone loves it. I loved it.
Oh, wonderful.
And I
Thank
hope
you.
all of the other fans do because
That's
it's
so
brilliant.
sweet.
Can't wait for Infinity War now.
Oh,
Cannot
Thank you
wait.
very much.